Okay, let's talk a little bit about condensation. Again, we like fall, winter, and spring. We hate summer. We don't like it. So we deal with a lot of condensation when we get into cooler and cold temperatures. You have two humans and two 60-pound Samoyed dogs. You create condensation. All four of our windows, the two big windows and the two in the cab over, are pretty much always open. Whether they're cracked or wide open, it doesn't matter how cold it is outside. It's been single digits, and we still have the windows open and cracked to help with condensation. That's the first thing you can do. Have your windows open, have your windows cracked. That's your first step. Really, the only other thing you can do with these big windows is wipe them down, especially before you lower the camper. But we'll wipe them down depending on how long we're in here, what's going on. And we use blue shop towels. Blue shop towels are awesome. They are thicker, they last longer, they don't disintegrate like your regular paper towels do. You lay them over the sink, they dry out, and you can reuse them. Love the blue shop towels. So again, for these windows, it's really about all you can do. We do have covers for them. The covers really don't help much with the condensation. The covers on these big windows really are more for privacy and keeping the light out. If you have anything that you've come up with these big windows, let us know. But for us, we just wipe them down, and that helps a lot. Okay, let's talk condensation with the fans. So you are going to get condensation from the fans also that will drip. So you have to figure out a way to do that, plus help with some insulation when you're in colder temperatures. You can see these snaps here. The wife put these in at each corner, and then what she did is she sewed this up. This is just a terry cloth shop towel. That's all it is. That goes up to the top. That soaks up any condensation that can come down. She then took some of that Mylar insulation and sewed a border around it. Obviously, she measured everything up, sewed a border around it, added the other snaps here to each corner, and then you just snap it up like that. Real easy. Again, also helps with, not only does the moisture, but it's just another little layer that helps keep the heat in when you're in really cold temperatures. I'll stop the video and show you when it's up. Actually, I won't. I will take you over, because here's the one over the bed, and you can see how it fits. She did a good job on this. It works great. No condensation ever drips on the bed or the floor. And again, with the just insulation, helps with insulation. Okay, we own a cab over. So you're going to get condensation on the two side and the front windows. So again, we use blue shop towels. We'll keep it wiped down. Works really great. Especially before you're going to drop everything, wipe it down. Helps keep your bed dry. We found a few other things that work really well also. And basically we have covers that we got from Alaskan Camper, and they snap over those. On the other side of these covers are a light cloth, right? So the back side of the leather, the rawhide, whatever they're using here. This works really well with the water also, the condensation. And it dries real fast. I mean, you can leave it in here when we're in here once the camper is up, and by the end of the night, before we go to bed, they're dry. I just set them at the bottom of our feet, and then they're always there ready to go. One of the other things I've found that works really well also, because as any of you who have done this, the metal strips that are on the bottom will ice over also and get condensation, and when it's really cold, they do that. They get ice on them. So what I do is I take these terry cloth towels and lay them down, and I'll put all this together and show you how this all looks when we go. I will tell you that you can drop the sides and the front, no problem with all this the way it is, and it does not affect the top coming down or putting the bolt in and locking it in the front. Okay, I've put the covers on, and I've put the towels down. All those towels are just towels you would use for dishwashing and drying. They're just dish towels. That's all they are, and they work real well. They're perfect size and everything, and so whatever little condensation might get through that you don't get wiped off, or might get through on the covers or the middle part, these soak it up too. Our bed is never wet from condensation. Obviously they do a pretty good job keeping the light out also. That's what they're originally for, but they work pretty good for insulation, keeping the cold out too. Yeah, nothing's perfect. You're going to get a little bit of air coming through them. That's just the way it is. You got an Alaskan Camper, and it is a hot box. There's little openings. The cold is going to seep in. If you can't handle it, stay out of the cold. It's simple as that. It's just a way. No truck camper is perfect. Everything has its own little quirks, its own little things, and that's one of the things about the Alaskan Camper with the cab overs. You're going to have little cracks. You're going to have some cold air coming in, but it's never that bad. But that's how we help with condensation. And like I said, we just drop the sides down, and those work really well. No problem.